Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome to your message. Happy birthday season, mi amors, my beautiful Pisces. Happy Pisces season to all who tune in, because you may not even be a Pisces and you could be tuning in. You know, maybe the title resonates with you. Which, by the way, you guys, I don't know what's in the title, but I knew I was going to start with Pisces because it's your birthday season, of course. You know, for starting the March zodiacs for the first part of March. But I keep hearing, all I keep hearing is psychic AF, like psychic, and like Piscean energy is that, right? Like Pisces speaks of like the ethereal realm, like, you know, the dreams, subconscious, right? So it's the energy of it, you know what I mean? So whoever's tuning in, Pisces, mi amors, like your psychic energy is very strong right now. It's coming online very strong, okay? On the bottom of the deck, we have a labyrinth, okay? So it feels like, you know, you guys feel like you've been moving through a maze, like, you know, I'm hearing the year of the dragon. So like 2024 was pretty brutal for you guys too. It was collectively for so many, but like, I don't know, I'm just kind of feeling like, it was a really difficult year, you know, especially for whoever I'm speaking to, right? So you're the dragon. So right now, okay, so you're integrating still, like that's what I'm saying, like you're integrating, and you're integrating a lot of like stuff that you were moving through, like that you've been purging, or that you've been healing, or like that you've been like reflecting on, or having to circle back to heal. It's been like a deep time of reflection for sure. There's been a lot of like deep reflection coming from you guys. But anyways, but going back to like what I was hearing for you guys, like psychic AF, like you guys, you know, some of you guys, like maybe that's a part of your spiritual path or your work. Like you're meant to be someone like, you know, maybe like myself, where you use your psychic gifts for the greater good, for the highest good. You use your gifts to help, basically, like to help, right? But you can pick up on a lot. You can tune into a lot. You can see a lot. It could be like your clairs coming online too, like, you know, and that's just like your psychic energy in the way of like, you know, like psychic hearing or psychic taste or smell. Like all of a sudden you smell a certain scent, you know, and it's, you know, like a cologne or something, but no one's around, or whatever it is, you know, all the time. You guys know, if you've been with me, like all the time on my lives, and like when I'm working with clients, or like, you know, here on the YouTube videos, like I'll be like, oh, I'm smelling this. Someone's maybe eating that, or I'm smelling like mint, or, you know what I mean? Every single time people comment and they're like, oh my gosh, blah, 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 because I was smelling, I could smell like whatever was connecting to those people. You know what I mean? Okay, so anyways, so this is all like just a lot of what's coming online. And I keep hearing like, stay in your heart, stay in your heart. Because the mind is a trickster. A lot of the times it wants to keep you stuck in comfort zones, you know. It's your familiar hell kind of a thing, you know. And I feel like we've all been kind of like being faced with that, you know, which is shadow work. Because it's like, are you gonna, it's basically like, it's, you know, break the pattern or break the cycle, or stay stuck in the loop. And I feel that very strongly for you guys right now. So compassion is showing up, and it's just like having compassion for yourself. I feel like there's a lot of compassionate energy coming into your life. Pisces are known, right? It's a very emotional, very empathic, and very sensitive, and very compassionate, you know, like in that way. Like Pisces can be, you know, like where they're givers, you know, and like when you're in lower frequencies, it's like before your awakening, you're giving, but like you're draining your cup, your own cup in the process. So that's a lot of like what you've been like learning. But like monkeys could be relevant. Maybe this is like a spirit animal message. I think this is a baby. It's a baby orangutan. That's an orangutan. That's like a baby orangutan. At least that's what it looks like to me. I don't know. because you can see it's like fuzzy orangutan, like orange fur, like it's just like baby fur though. For some of you guys, like maybe I'm kind of picking up on like a dream of yours or something. Like, so for some of you guys, I'm getting like a safari or like visiting like Africa or certain like tropical places. Maybe like, you know, Bali or Thailand, you know, like Indonesia, you know, like where they have, or like South America, like the rainforest. I don't know. But I'm hearing Jumanji. Okay, so maybe for some of you guys, when, you know, this is like inner child as well. It's about having compassion with your inner child. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, Pisces, like inner child work and inner child healing is really important right now. It's going to be really constructive for you guys to have and show and embody compassion with your inner child. Like, you know, taking care of yourself the way you would your own child, your own baby. You know, are you, you know, nurturing yourself enough? Are you getting enough rest? Are you loving on yourself enough? Are you eating regularly and eating enough and eating healthy and whatever it is, right? And then also like play, like having fun. You know what I mean? Like monkeys are kind of known to be like a more playful energy. They can be kind of mischievous at times, you know. That's why like when you when you go to the zoo, like a lot of times like monkeys, or gorillas and stuff, like they will throw their feces at people like who are watching them and stuff. Like, I don't know. They can be little tricksters, you know, but it's like they're extremely intelligent, you know. So I think that you've been very intelligent, like you've known, you're just like a very intelligent energy, because for a lot of you guys, you're very old souls. So even like at a young age or in childhood, you know, you were very empathic and very compassionate as a child. And it's just who you are. It's your soul like blueprint. You know what I mean? It's just who you are on a soul level. And so what I'm kind of getting here, Pisces, is that like the compassionate love and energy. And I do keep getting a lot of inner child. Okay, so what's this? Challenges. Look at this, bottom of the deck. We have this beautiful woman. I love her style, by the way. Like, she's got it going on, okay? But she's got a game in front of her, right? She's got a chessboard in front of her, and she's got the piece in her hand, but it speaks of challenges. Okay, there could be something significant about like coffee or tea. I'm hearing like chaga, I'm hearing cordyceps, like lion's mane, you know, like, okay, so like maybe you're doing like coffee alternatives, like, you know, like, what's it called? Like mud water or rise or whatever, or you're just doing your own like cacao. Cacao is like extremely powerful. That's why like people do cacao like ceremonies and drink the cacao. It's very sacred. And it's very connected to the heart chakra. So you may want to, you know, but you got to get like good cacao, pure cacao, like, you know, so kind of like make sure you're purchasing from someone, a reputable company or a reputable source, that, you know, there's so many out there now, because spirituality is like, obviously like it's huge now because of the global awakening and ascension. But anyways, I'm getting that, like cacao instead of coffee, or maybe you need to just connect with the cacao. And that's a part of like compassion and self-love and stuff too. There's something about Pisces, like you guys need to like really focus on self-love and inner child healing. Okay, like there's too much energy on the 3D. There's too much energy on the, like what's going on in front of you versus like what's coming towards you, what you're manifesting, you know, your energy and like your energy fields and, you know, like healing and like, you know, all that stuff. Okay, so there's something about that. That's why it's like that, like have compassion. And do you see how like she's like making friends with the monkey, right? Like, you know, she's curious, she's young, she's a little girl, right? And then the monkey is like a little like baby monkey too. So they're both like kind of curious about each other, and it's just really sweet, and it's like kindred spirits. It's just very sweet, very innocent. But I'm kind of picking up on like when you were a child, like you were like fearless, because like even though it's a sweet little monkey, like she's being fearless. Like, look, Look at this forest and all of these trees that have been chopped down. That's tragedy. That's tragic. Like for me, like even though it's just a painting and like on a card, it's stuff that actually happens and has been happening, right? And my heart is just like, I can feel the pain of the trees and the forest. Like it's just, ugh. So anyways, in this card, it's showing a moment of compassion where maybe this monkey, maybe this baby monkey was misplaced, or, you know, like because of the forest being chopped down and like man coming in and like, you know, harvesting the forest for wood and, you know, for distribution and corporations and processing or whatever, right? So maybe he like doesn't have a home anymore. Maybe his, you know, he got separated from his mama. Whatever it is, it's a message of like how this little girl is showing compassion. Like they're showing compassion for each other. Two different worlds, two different species, but like the love is there. The compassion is there. You don't need to speak the same language. You don't need to, you know what I mean? So I kind of feel like you're this like bridger of, I feel like a part of your light work is that like you're able to like bridge souls together. Like your energy like makes people feel more compassionate and caring and loving, like just being around you, or you know, things that you share, or like you inspire people in this way. I don't know. I'm kind of getting all that. Okay. I'm also getting like, cause this, like everything I just got done saying, like I'm also getting like, you know, with Pisces and with Pisces energy, it's like very like empathic. So it's really important for you guys to stay grounded in your energy, meaning like, you know, you can't be all up in the higher chakras all the time, like third eye and, you know, the crown chakra and like, you know, it's like you have to ground stuff. You have to do stuff to center yourself and ground. You know, and you'll know because like if you're not grounded, you'll feel it. You will feel like you're kind of blowing in the wind. You won't feel like a solid, stable, like sure-footedness, you know, as you stand. I just saw 1212. You will feel like your world is shaky. You will feel like your energy is like wobbly. You will feel anxiety. You will have sleeplessness. You will, you know, be easily triggered and, you know, like also like very, you know, like just things like that, right? So it's important to take that time because a lot of you guys are absorbing the outside world. Like you're taking that energy and you're absorbing it, and you're not, maybe your spiritual hygiene maybe needs to be like ramped up, where you need to use Palo Santo and sage, and you need to, you know, clear energy out of your home and like different things like that. Like you need to take like salt baths or showers where you set intentions and like, you know, like all these things. Okay, like there's something about that because it's a form of like clearing and purging and like, you know what I mean, helping clear your energy field and your body and like all that. Okay, so there's something with that because I'm getting like, this is a really sweet, beautiful card, but what's happening here, you know, in the forest is tragic. And then that immediately took me to like the world. And then I was getting, oh my gosh, like Pisces is seeing like things on the TV or online or, you know, the news or whatever it is, or, you know, they're witnessing things in their own life and like in their community or, you know, their cities or whatever it is, right? And it's like you guys are taking that and then like you absorb it and then it makes you feel even worse. Okay, see? And then this is another message, and this has to tie in again to what I'm talking about grounding your energy and being up in the higher chakras. So there's something about unplugging, like get away from the devices, shut off your phone at certain, you know, shut off your phone if you can for however, you know, if you're at work and, you know, you keep your desk in the drawer and you don't really need it, like make sure it's off, you know. Or, you know, if you need it, if you like, you have like your children who, you know, you're like, well, I need to have it on just in case, blah, blah, blah. Right. Okay. I understand that. Maybe keep it off, but turn it back on every once in a while. You know, if you have an office phone, then people can reach you. That's another message that is coming through that I want to share with everybody in the collective. And I keep forgetting is about the phones. Like every house used to have a landline phone. We all used to have like home phones, landline phones. I would highly suggest you guys, and of course, like this is entertainment purposes only, right? You do what you want, but I would highly suggest, because all of our phones operate off of, right, off of a service, off of a tower, Wi-Fi, whatever. So if something happened, right, like they could easily just, right, like all of our phones could be shut off and we would have no service, right? Landlines, I mean, they could do that with landlines too, but you know what I mean? Like like just having an extra form of communication and you know, that pathway open. Okay, so anyways, it's time to unplug, Pisces. You guys are highly, highly sensitive to energy. Okay, so there's something about like all this energy from the devices, from the, you know, the cell phones, the iPads, the computers, right? It's affecting you. See how she's in green and she's going out into nature and she unplugged, right? So there's no power. You guys need this right now. You guys need this right now. Like whatever you've been moving through, whatever you've been going through, like the way that you're feeling in your heart, in your mind, your thoughts, maybe you feel like you can't shut it off, you can't shut it down, or maybe you're, like I said, like you're feeling very ungrounded, or maybe you just don't realize you're really ungrounded. She's going out to ground. She's going out to connect. You need to be outdoors. You need to be outside. You need to do breath work. You need to meditate. And here's the thing, like we can't just like, okay, well, Erica, I do meditate, or I do, right? We can't just like meditate and then go throughout our day and then like think that we're just going to be spiritually and physically balanced and grounded by just like, you know, doing like it's an intentional thing, right? And a balance between being a spiritual energy and being and a physical human being. So there's something with that, my loves, where it's like, again, like make sure you're cleansing regularly. Make sure you're doing stuff to ground, make sure you're self-loving, make sure you're taking care of your body and cleansing your vessel, like eating healthier, drinking more water, you know, alkalizing your body, you know, like, you know, lemon and water is great for that. Salt baths, again, you know, spiritual showers, you know, going out and connecting to nature, all the things. Okay. And then having fun. This is a part of the inner child too. Like the inner child, like when we were little, like when we were children, if you're like my age, or you know what I mean? Like, we did not have devices. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have nothing, right? So, you know, we had like the radio, we had, you know, VHS, we had, right? But no, we were outside. We were outside, we were exploring, we were adventuring, we were playing with the neighborhood kids, we were riding bikes, we were going, right? That's like what you need right now, Pisces. Like you need to, your inner child needs to have fun. See? Fun. And then the cards go upside down. But look at, she's a tarot, she's a reader, and it says guidance. This is the guidance from the reader. Fun. Paint, have fun, go wild, like try new things, do things you've never done before, step out of your comfort zones. Just have fun. Okay, so right now, like this is like the energy. This is also like what's coming in too. Like unplugging more in March, feeling like, you know, maybe you're feeling like your energy shift, you know, but like we shouldn't be like waiting for that either. Like, oh, I'll do that when, you know, we should be taking that lead and taking that action, you know, and aligning with this, you know, the best we can. But anyways, I feel in March, this is it. Like there's more compassionate energy coming towards you, compassionate friendships, compassionate, you know, lovers and soulmates, and you know, just things that come in and it brings that energy, or you know, you're around people and you know, or you go somewhere and you feel a lot of compassion, or you're witnessing more compassion, and you know, it's like that, right? Definitely during this month you're going to want to ground, connect, especially if you're the northern hemisphere, like we are, you know, where I live in California, spring has sprung, you know, it is. It's all green and flowers are blooming and everything's starting to grow like crazy, and it's new life, and the trees are getting their leaves back, and all the almond blossoms or beautiful flowers are in bloom. It's like, it's so beautiful. Okay. And there is this like energy and vibe in March for sure, especially when we like get to the equinox for spring and hit Aries season, which is that fiery, passionate energy and fast forward energy and fast movement energy, right? There's a lot of that fun. Okay, so this is like overall, like, okay, so let's go ahead and get a couple tarot messages. I love you guys. Look at that. Look at that. I just spoke of like friendships and lovers and like having fun and, you know, being more social and like, you know, getting together with friends and people and like going to maybe like events, like, you know, it could be like, you know, like, I don't know, anything like a business event or a spiritual event, or, you know what I mean? I feel like too, I feel like for a lot of you guys, like there's like a shift in like your careers or work, or something's happening for some of you guys where like, it just feels like you've kind of outgrown where you're at, or you've like ascended beyond, like your consciousness is too high for where you work or something. And so you're like manifesting a new job or career. Okay. And I'm seeing like gates opening, like golden doors opening, golden gates opening. So I don't know, but whoever that's for. The very first card I see as I split the deck, I saw 2121. I also saw 1212 earlier too. So there's something about like those numbers, and then the threes, 333, 333, like that. Two of Cups. Okay, so whether you're a man or a woman, King of Swords. Okay, this King of Swords, like to me, this is like a king, right? Like, I mean, he is a king, duh, but this is like, for me, what I'm feeling is like, for a lot of you guys watching in, this is like a king energy, like who's got their eye on you, or who's coming towards you or coming into your life. It's coming face to face with a soulmate this month. Or this actually is for like the first 2 weeks of March. So I don't know. So it could happen this week or next week, but I'm just going to say like this month. Two of Cups. Partnership, but it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be platonic, like I said, about friendships and stuff. It's just like your soul family, like coming together with more of your soul people, your soul, you know, basically where, you know, let's say you meet someone and you form a bond with them, or you have a, right? And it's like a friendship. And then, you know, all of a sudden in one way or the next, you guys can help each other, or, you know, maybe they're a certain type of healer and you're a certain type of healer, and you can exchange services, and then you guys can help each other by like, you know, with referrals, and then, you know, and then it just kind of, or, you know what I mean? It's like that. There's like collaborative energy. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups, walking away, and then the Three of Cups. Wow. You have the 2 and 3 of Cups here. Full moon. Something about the full moon coming up. We literally just had the Pisces new moon. So this soulmate, okay, so like all this, like there's a lot like shifting here. So I feel like you're going to start feeling like better. Like I feel like there's like a lot of like density that's like been brought up, and it's being cleared. But like while it's clearing, you guys, like you might be feeling like all sorts of crazy. Your body can be in pain or stiffness or tension. Like I just put like a thing, like a message about this, like locked jaw or tense jaw, or you find yourself like clenching your jaw. You know, soreness and throbbing feelings like in the legs and the calf muscles, in the upper leg areas, your hips, you know, your lower back. A lot of people are speaking of discomfort in like their back, in between their shoulders or around their shoulders, or their like pressure, like it feels like heaviness, like an elephant sitting on their chest. Okay. All of this is what I mean by like when things come up or they're clearing, or like when you've like done some work and you've like, you know, brought some like energy back up, or you know what I mean? Like that's what, again, that goes back to grounding and unplugging. Okay. Like, you know, if you're someone who like works on a device like me, you know, it is so important. Like me, like when I'm done with work, like, I mean, sometimes I'm really bad at this. Honestly, I really am, but I'm trying to be like really good with this, where I literally like, I will put my phone on airplane mode, or I will just ignore it. or I'll shut it off for like an hour or two, or, you know, just things like that. Because I'm trying to take breaks as much as I can from the chaotic energy that these devices and the service and the Wi-Fi and the EMFs and all that cause for us empaths. Okay, so that's why unplugging is so important, and especially for you guys, because, right, Pisces are known to be very, very sensitive in that way. 8 of Cups. For some of you guys, a soulmate is coming back in, someone from the past. This is not someone who burned you and broke your heart and was toxic. This is a soulmate, like a divine counterpart. Like right person, wrong time. This is someone who has turned their back on love. Like there's someone who like tends to like basically like shut down. Like it feels like they start to, and maybe this is you, Pisces, but it's like, and maybe this is something you've been healing or working through. As soon as this person starts to feel something, they run, or they shut down, or they ghost, or whatever. Okay, so tale as old as time, right? But there's some kind of very like happy celebratory, there's celebration. Now the 3 of Cups speaks of what I was saying about like this reminded me of like 3 of Cups energy. See, and there's even 3 people. See, it's about getting together with your people, like your soul family or your friends or your family, or, you know, a soulmate, a lover, like, right, like coming together with a soulmate. Like it's all very like happy. Like I'm telling you, you guys, like March is the month that is life-changing. It changes lives forever. Whatever is happening in March, it's life-changing. And for a lot of you guys who have been really doing the hardcore shadow work and you know, coming face to face with your own inner demons and devils, and you know, and then self-loving and learning to fall in love with yourself, like that is really hard to do. Like everything that we are programmed, everything programmed from the matrix, false matrix, everything like in our, you know, generational patterning in many families and bloodlines, like it's all to shut us down and to not love ourselves, to constantly be in a state of separation from ourselves, is what I should say. So by breaking that stuff, like that's a really big deal. And that comes with really great reward, right? Like attracts like. So I don't know, but that's what I'm getting. So your March brings in a soulmate reunion. For some of you guys, this is not someone you know. For some of you guys, this is not someone you know. This is just showing that you've had to walk away from a lot, and you've been on this quest, this journey, this adventure, like by yourself. By yourself. You've had to look up at the stars and the sky and the moon many nights by yourself. Alone with self. But that's the thing, like, and that's what like it's all about, is like coming into a place where you don't feel like miserable because you're alone. It's coming into a place where you actually love your own company, where you find yourself a really great like companion. You know what I mean? You're content, like you're good, like you have a good time just being with yourself. It's like that. Okay. So you've had to like kiss a lot of frogs to find the prince, is kind of what I'm getting to. Okay. So, you know, man or woman, right? It doesn't matter. You guys catch. Yeah. See, look at, you have the 2, 3, and 4 of Cups. Holy ish. What's after this? The 3 of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Okay. Anyways, you guys have known a lot of rejection. Okay. So this is like an abandonment wound that many of you guys have had to heal. Yeah, it's, and for if you're like a woman tuning in, I'm hearing especially for women, not that the men won't have it too, but I'm seeing like women being rejected by men or manly energies in their lives. So you've had to heal. So you're like healing, and you've had to heal a lot of inner you know, wounds where you felt that, where you felt like neglected and abandoned and rejected. And I think for some of you guys, you have felt that rejection from people that you really cared for or liked in a romantic way. like you were maybe like talking with someone or dating someone, or you were in a relationship with someone, and then all of a sudden they pulled the carpet out from under you. Like, wait, what's happening? Like, you're breaking up with me. Like, I'm kind of getting that, like, you know, feeling like the wind gets knocked out of you, like sucker punched, like your heart just sinks and you get the lump in the back of your throat. Like, that's what I'm feeling. So that's a real, you know, and that's past life too. That's past life too. So you had to really turn your back and walk away from things that were keeping you in this energy. Okay. Like, and you had to do it on your own. Okay. Now this also shows that for some of you guys, yeah, like this is a soulmate that walked away, or that, you know, it's just, again, it was right person, wrong time. You know, so this person, it's like they saw you. I'm going to say this, Pisces, this person saw you as the Ace of Cups that you are. When they saw you, they knew you were special. They knew this was special. They knew what they felt was special, but they were too focused on these cups still. They had their own stuff that they had to walk away from and learn or whatever, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Is this? Yeah, I do have this. Tell me about the two. Let's get one for the Two of Cups and Three of Cups. So anyways, loves, this is your first message. I love you guys so much. If you guys want to connect with me one-on-one, I offer several different types of reading options and spiritual services, because I'm a priestess, I'm a healer, a psychic medium, an Akashic record past life guide and reader, etc. So you'll see it. It's all below. It's all there. If you're seeing this today, the day that I upload this on March 1st, 2024, 2025. Oh my God. Oops, I did it again. It's 2025. Tomorrow we have our Sacred Divine Union Quantum Healing and Activation Workshop with Mary Magdalene and Yeshua. If you are feeling called to that and you want to join, all of the information, details, pricing, like it's only $44 USD. But anyways, everything's in the description box. It also talks more about the workshop and what they entail, the quantum healing workshops. But yeah, we would love to have you. And even if you can't make the live, you'll get the recording, and the recording is just as powerful because it's in the 5D, it's in the quantum. So whenever you tune in is when you're meant to tune in. Okay, here we go. Two of Cups and Three of Cups. It's a Six of Wands, you guys. It's a victory after a long battle. This is celebration, happiness. This is the love of your life. This is like balance, a strong partnership, a strong foundation that you build together, that you guys being together is a strong, it creates a strong foundation. I think for a lot of you guys, I feel like you guys, both of you are like, a lot of you guys are, you know, light workers, your star seeds, your earth angels, whatever. Like you guys both, are like awakening, or you guys are like both, you've gone through like an awakening. That's like what I'm feeling here. Okay. So this is a time of victory after a very, very long battle, Pisces. That's why, you know, the way the message started out, because it is like inner child healing. Like you've been at war, you've been in battles, right? Like you have to like take that time to like nurture your soul and your inner child, and connect with your higher self. And in that way, because your inner child is scared, your inner child has been through so much and witnessed so much, and you know what I mean? So there's something about that. And then also the unplugging and grounding. I just saw 3333, you guys. Claim this message with 333, okay? For real. And then having fun and just like letting loose and like letting your hair down and like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, even though you've been moving through a lot of things that feel very serious, don't let that become who you are. Like don't start becoming that and embodying that. Remember your inner child. Remember to, you know, stepping out in nature and unplugging and romanticizing life and being in love with life and having fun and, you know, tapping into painting and creativity or this or that or whatever it is. Okay. Stay focused. Stay focused. Okay, for some of you guys, there's some really great ideas as far as like work, business, things like that that are coming to fruition that have been like in your subconscious mind. Okay, and they were like there because of like certain woundings, but now like you've balanced this out, and there's that Ace of Cups. You've balanced it out and you've brought healing to it. Okay, so now it's no longer like a block or whatever, and it's gonna create a lot of abundance. See, overflowing abundance, like new beginning in love and romance. Like this is like your heart is just flowing with love, with abundant energy. There's great wealth and fortune here. You know, really strong third eye. Like keep your vision, keep your eye on that prize. Like don't, and manifest from the heart. Don't manifest out of desperation. Don't manifest out of fear and lack. You do not want to do that, mi amores. Manifest from the heart. Manifest from future timelines, like seeing them with that third eye and going, yeah, I see it. I feel it. That feels amazing. I call it in now. It's like that, okay? So anyways, I love you guys so much. I want to get like just a spirit animal. I went longer in your message anyways, because you guys are the first, but also because it's your birthday. The other zodiacs, their messages won't be this long. Sorry. All right, for Pisces, here we go. Pisces, you have the eagle. That is a leader. It's divine masculine. It also represents the sun energy, which is power, success, vitality, enlightenment, healing. It also represents the inner child, by the way. You could be getting a lot of eagle references, or the eagle is one of your spirit guides, your spirit animals, like where you're constantly like getting references or syncs or signs to it. I've been being shown a lot of bald eagles recently specifically, but I've been specifically seeing bald eagles as couples and in pairs. Like divine partnerships and couples, like this Two of Cups and Ace of Cups. So I don't know. I feel like that I'm sharing that with you guys for a reason. Maybe you've been seeing the same. I don't know. But this is rising above. This is seeing from a very, like having a very high perspective, like the eagle's view, right? Okay, but it is success. It's you've risen above. You're in alignment with the sun energy. You know, so keep rolling in that direction. Okay, the eagle spirit is with you. I love you. Namaste. Mwah.